Well, hello again, everybody, and let's see. Today, I wanted to take you guys through a chaos build order that's a little bit specific for the matchup against Dark Eldar. And the reason I think that I'm picking this build order in particular is, um, it's pretty easy. So if I were to rate its difficulty, I definitely would rate it as easy, not medium or hard. I don't find it to be very micro-intensive, but I don't find it to be very difficult either. It's called Nade Cult, and basically what you do is you open up Armory on 3 squads of cultists, and they just kind of camp out with grenade launchers for a while you fast tech into Tech 2, get some Defilers online, go into Tech 3, and, you know, if you even need to, and get Possessed and Obliterators. Like, this is one of the most lopsided matchups possible, and it's not really one that Dark Eldar can do very well against. But I want to show you guys how it's done, because I've played against it once or twice, and it's certainly interesting. But let's go ahead and do that. So we'll play on the remastered version of Blood River. It's a good map. Sure, we'll set the difficulty to like standard or something. Yeah, we'll just set to like standard or something. This is really just to show you guys. You know what? We'll set to easy, just so the bot just stays bot-like. So I can show you guys the general idea of the build order. Alright. Let's go. So, yeah, like I said though, this build is it's pretty easy. It's really low stress.
We're here for the Dark Gods.
Yep, perfect.
We're here for the Dark Gods. To serve
Perfect.
anything for the great powers.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and build like 3 generators, I guess. That should be fine. I don't really think I needed like any other generators, but you know, whatever. But yeah, so you know, this map is also pretty good. It's an okay map. Not gonna say it's like the best thing since sliced bread, but you know, it's whatever.
We're here for the Dark Gods. We can serve you.
Bum, just gonna get them all set up.
My life is forfeit. Anything for the great powers.
Okay, we'll try and speed this up a little bit. There we go.
We're here for
Gotta just manage that carefully because I don't want them to like die randomly.
our victory is assured.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yeah, maybe that was a little greedy, but probably like
We serve.
2 generators would have been just fine. Get the rest later.
We will work faster. How can I serve?
But you know, it's whatever. So get those grenade launchers going.
Great one.
I don't even need to put this on a control group, really. It's just, at this point, it's just, we're gonna sit here, and we're gonna just build these listening posts, we're gonna get them upgraded, and then we're just gonna be done with it.
Whatever you desire.
Ooh,
We
running that a little greedy. Yeah, that's,
Whatever you
well,
desire.
you know, no risk, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. Alright, so let's go ahead and, yeah, set that one up. Oh, yeah, you guys should be also set to go over here.
We're here for the Dark Gods.
Now, it's around this time that you should probably scout the Dark Eldar, or at least get ready, to build a turret or 2, like around like here and here. Just because if they're going,
We're here for the Dark Gods.
if they're going invisible mandrakes, you'll know. You'd be able to see, you know, they went Hall of Blood. Although, you know, there's also Hellions and such, but generally in this matchup, as long as you just keep your cultists all together, which reminds me,
Serve you. We are eager to please.
I am pressing F6. What you doing? Okay, whatever. Oh, it's F7, I see. Perfect. Yeah, so,
Anything for the great powers.
but in general, as long as you just kind of keep your cultists together and don't let it get out of hand,
We're here for the Dark Gods.
you should be fine. This isn't really like a super difficult matchup for Chaos. You know, you're just having your cultists kind of get your natural points. Maybe you're like maybe your like expansion one as well. With some maps there's like usually like an expansion one or two.
We will serve
Um,
you, and in return,
but yeah, so like
the
this isn't
power
this
of
isn't
the
like a
dark
build order that's like
gods.
particularly difficult. I mean, look, it's like,
Victory
you know,
is assured.
like 4 minutes in and I'm already going tier 2. While still upgrading. That's nice.
We captured it.
Now granted,
Chaos.
there's no such thing as a match that'll go this smoothly, but
And in return,
so I mean, under normal stressful circumstances, expect it to be like around that 5-6 minute mark maybe is when you would hit it, but is when you would start click up, but even then that's really not that bad. That's like totally fine. Yeah, might as well just get those ready as well. Might just want that third builder.
chaos. Whatever you desire.
Yeah, and as you can see here,
And in return, grant us
you know, so having access to these grenade launchers and everything like is like super nice.
whatever you desire.
Because like you know, you can keep your cultists kind of back, and you have like this huge range. I think it's actually a little bit longer than this. I think it actually kind of goes like a little bit to here. But you have a good range and knockback and everything, and so it's like really hard for Dark Eldar to do anything about that.
My life is forfeit. We're here for the dark gods.
Oh wow, okay, I didn't expect that to go so quickly. Perfect. And then you know, maybe around this time you could also grab the Chaos Sorcerer, because we don't have the vision tech, so for when you push out, we can also add that in there. Perfect.
Whatever you desire.
I'm really nervous about him like dying, but YOLO, let's go. Now granted, Defilers are not cheap. It is 360 power per Defiler, so you gotta kind of make it count. So always get the
My life is
the
where you like, Lord.
global for power, just because you really should. You ought to do that. But I think other than that, because like a Defiler is, yeah, 150, 260, so like on rec, really cheap, but on power, really expensive. So make sure you get that power going quickly. And as you can see here, you know, this is just like some pretty, and we're also going to put them on shooting. And the reason I'm putting the stand ground stance is because when you're on stand, or the blue stance, is when you're on the blue stance for shooting units, like they're not going to go like chasing off into Narnia randomly. So they'll just kind of sit here. But as you can see, it's got like 3 different ranges. So this is like its siege cannon. This is like its sort of like battle its auto cannons, and then this is its flamer.
Yes.
Okay, you teleport. Come on.
My wicked
There we go.
intellect will lead us to victory.
Maybe I can fit in another one. Maybe I can fit in another one. Yeah, I can. Oh. Well, I could have. Yeah, but, so as you can see here, we just kind of go. And we upgrade our cultists, and we get ready to attack up. And that's really it. I mean, it doesn't get simpler than that. I mean, you know, at this point, you know, we can have our cultists kind of, now generally on this map, you'd probably be pressing around here just to get them off that relic. But because you can have, so for example, you know, your cultists can be a little bit more forward, kind of spread out like that, while these guys can just be here to siege. And you create this perimeter, basically, that's really hard for the Dark Eldar to get through. So they still have to plow through this before they can even get to this. And because, like I said, they've got those 3 ranges. And then you can just kind of add more as they come up. But you know, so it's just kind of, it's one of those things that's going to be really difficult for the Dark Eldar to deal with, and the only, like, they have an opportunity to kind of stop it early on if they can pressure you hard enough and deny you the machine pit. But outside of that,
Chaos is the only true
okay.
answer.
Yeah, and as you can see here, you know, they just kind of get slapped on.
Is the only true answer.
Now, granted, friendly fire can happen with grenade launchers, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, as you can see there, grenade launcher, friendly fire. Oh no.
And in return,
Chaos is the only true answer.
But yeah, so you know, we can just keep adding more defilers. Those defilers are really good. Like they really are no joke. And then we can just go and
dark gods.
yeah, maybe we can add in a squad of you know, these guys or whatever. We can even you know, at this point we're gonna throw down you know, we could add the heavy weapon increase right now. Do we want more grenade launchers? Do we need more grenade launchers? But it's really just about getting those defilers on line, because I mean, you know, even if they do go scourges, it's really difficult, especially because you have like the battle cannons and the grenade launchers, like just disrupting them constantly. So you can't really get a lot of dark lance shots off, and so that leaves you with just
Bless us, great
raiders,
as
I guess.
you wish. Yes,
And
yes,
well,
we will work
you know,
faster.
raiders are raiders. So take that as you will. They're okay, I guess. Yeah, sure. We can maybe go ahead and grab those. Maybe grab that second global.
We're here
Oh
for
yeah.
the dark gods.
Get those obliterators once I have the wreck, which is 300. You see what I mean? Like, this isn't a difficult build. This is a yeah, perfect. Yeah, sure. We can look around and continue. And yeah, that's the other thing. We can add horrors. So even if they do try to go raiders with warriors in them, which by the way are a little bit stronger than one would think, but they're still like paper. Like, dude, horrors like practically two-shot them. So if you do get some horrors, maybe a squad or two of horrors to back all this up, it's gonna be that much harder, because now they can't really get vehicles in there. And they can't really get units close enough to dark lance them, because like, so it really leaves you with only like ravagers and witches. So you need a witch cult arena and a soul cage as the Dark Eldar. So you basically need to rush into like practically like end game tier right then and there, because you need those ravagers and you need the witches with their combat drugs, and it's just a lot. This is like one of the most lopsided build orders possible. And you know, granted, against the AI, yeah, this took like what, 10 minutes, probably less. Even in an actual match, when I played against Dark Eldar and lost to this, I think it took like, I don't know, maybe like 13 minutes or so. And I mean, I put up some good resistance. I managed to push him back off here a couple times and push him. But I think the opportunities that I had to win in the early game, I lost because I just didn't press in because I was afraid. But like I said, the Defilers are just so good. They're super good on the shooting. They have so many good options, and when backed up by some grenade launcher cultists and maybe a pink horror squad or two, you know, it's a really hard thing to move, because there's not a whole lot that can reliably deal with Defilers. You know, pound for pound, they really are one of the better tier 2 vehicles out there. In any case, guys, I thought I'd show you guys that build order, and I learned it just kind of from playing against it. I'm sure I'll learn a couple other build orders here and there, but I thought that this one would be a really good one to show you because it's one of the easier ones. And now it's not going to work on every matchup, but if you're just playing against a buddy of yours that, you know, you doesn't really have a lot of experience in this game, you could probably still whip it out and do just fine. You don't need all the bells and whistles on hotkeys. Just remember, keep those defilers and shooting, and just do a creeping barrage on them. So yeah, you know, if you guys want to see build orders for other races, let me know what race you'd like to see. I can more or less kind of play all the races to some degree. Eldar in general just being my absolute weakest, I'm sorry to say, but doesn't mean I don't know like at least one build order with them, even if it's not like the greatest thing you'll ever see. But you know, even if it's not something I can replicate, I can at least have access to a couple like replays from some very high level players. So hooray. In any case, you guys, I hope that this build order helps you out. So if you do struggle with Dark Eldar, maybe this will help you out. Just play Chaos and do that. And those grenade launchers actually do a lot of damage to the jet bikes. Also, you know, don't be afraid to slam down a turret in your base. And just, you know, just remember, some basic scouting goes a long way. Anyways, guys, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time, alrighty? Oh, and link to my Discord server is below, because I've been asked this before. It's in the description, much like with any video, so if you just, you know, press the description so it scrolls down, you'll see the link. I have them set up to be good forever. Anyways, guys, now I'm leaving. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.